So I didn't even have the decency of filming an intro for you guys, but today we are making a vegan chicken pot pie, or a chickless pot pie as it's called. We're starting by boiling the veggies. Right there we have 1 cup of chopped carrots, followed by 1/2 cup of chopped celery. This isn't my recipe. This is an awesome recipe that my boyfriend found online, and we make it all the time. Vegan, not vegan, vegetarian. Next up, we're going to boil 1 potato with the carrots and the celery. And then, lastly, I don't think I added it in here, but we're going to add 1 cup of frozen peas. While those veggies are softening up, we're going to go ahead and get our roux started for the gravy. Right now, I'm melting 1/2 cup of vegan butter of your choice. This recipe is so cool because, like I said, you can keep it 100% vegan and show up with a nice surprise for your friends who may not like meat or eat meat. Or if you want to just make this at home, any way you please, you can really dress it up to add the veggies that you like, the meats that you like, the non-vegan meats that, or the non-meats that you like, I should say, the vegan meats. But you can do a lot with this recipe. So to the vegan butter, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of chopped onions, and we're going to saute those until they're translucent. There's nothing really going on here. I just wanted to get a shot of delicious sauteed onions. All right, so now that those are working, we're going to add some of the seasoning in. I'm going to start with some fresh cracked salt and pepper. Next up, we're gonna do like a 1/2 teaspoon of Bell's seasoning or poultry seasoning. This wasn't in the original recipe. I think I just added this one in, but it was definitely a nice way to enhance some meaty flavor to a non-meat dish. 1/4 teaspoon of celery seed. I'm clearly just eyeballing this. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and an out of focus shake. So now we're going to make the gravy right in this pan here, and we're going to start by making a roux by adding 1/3 cup of flour to the butter, or the vegan butter, and the sauteed onions. We're going to give that a good mix and let that kind of simmer down for a few minutes to get out all of the flour taste and allow this mixture to thicken up. Honestly, I still kind of found my gravy to be quite thin, but it baked really well. I went ahead and drained my veggies when they were done cooking. And now I'm going to add 1 3/4 cups of veggie broth to this. I'm stirring it in slowly so it can give time for the gravy to thicken up a bit. Like I said, it came out a little watery, but you can just have a little patience and make sure it gets the thickness that you like. If it's not thick enough, you can always add a little bit of cornstarch in there or a little bit more flour. Now we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of plant-based milk of choice. I used almond milk here. I think that's a good one. Cashew milk too, I'm sure. You know, something nice and creamy and neutral. Once I realized that that was probably as thick as things were going to get, I let it kind of simmer for a little bit, and now we're just going to add our cooked veggies into the gravy. I have my oven heated up to 425 degrees, and we're actually not even going to use a homemade pie crust for this, but you can use your favorite vegan pie crust recipe. We are going to actually take a shortcut after we coat all of these veggies in the gravy. So you'll find me here pouring the filling just right into the pan and not adding a bottom crust. I just like to do it this way. I like to have a big square family style pot pie, but if you want to do it the classic way and, make it in like a circular pan with a pie crust, I would definitely half this recipe because this is a like 13 by 9 inch pan. Um, but yeah, you can do it whatever way you like. And here, all we're adding is a Pillsbury dough sheet. These and the crescents I know are vegan, so if you don't feel like making your own vegan pie crust, you can just take a little shortcut and use this dough sheet. The slits were already in it just from transferring it, but to make it fancy, if you want to cut some slits in the top and give it like a little egg wash, you could do that, but I found this worked just fine. Then once you're done with that, we're going to put it on in the oven, bake it 30 to 35 minutes or until your dough is cooked through. Everything else is already cooked, so you're just kind of waiting for that pie crust for that to be that nice golden brown color. And here you have it. This is a vegan chickless pot pie. I look forward to having you guys try this. It was an awesome find, and I will link the recipe down below. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon.